What is going on, guys? It's Expect Greatness here from IXO Gaming, and today I have a gameplay for you guys. I'm sniping with the Bear 50 cal. I believe it's I think it has the kick proficiency, along with the along with the perks Extreme Conditioning, Quick Draw, and Dead Silence. So maybe it's Sleight of Hand. I'm not sure. But that doesn't matter, because today's commentary is not about the gameplay, although it is a little bit special because, as you guys know, I don't snipe that much and I suck at it, and I actually did pretty decent this game, even though there are a few moments like that previous one where I suck it up. Anyways, so what this commentary is about today, guys, is the Super Bowl. So last night, there was the Super Bowl, which is basically, if you don't live in America, it's the football, not soccer, or as some of you people might say, football. It's not that. It's football. It's totally different. But it's the game between the two best football teams in America. And as most of you should know, that at least that live in America, if you don't live in a cave in America, it was last night. The Super Bowl was, and so it was between the Giants, the New York Giants, and the New England Patriots. And normally I would put out like a predictions video, but last time I did that with when the 49ers were still in it, yeah, I picked them to win, and obviously I failed. So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't do that. But and it's a good thing too, because I picked the Patriots to win, but whatever. And the Giants actually did win. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something, like, it involves the game, but it doesn't involve really like the game. That probably doesn't make sense, but you'll see what I mean. So so basically the NFL, it's the playoffs are like one and done. So you win one game and you move on. If you lose it, then you're done. You don't have any chance to make that up. It's not like most sports where you have a series like baseball or in the NBA. So that does two things. For number one, and most importantly, it makes it exciting. It makes it really exciting because it matters. And by the way, I just skipped that Reaper right there because, yeah, the gameplay's long, but whatever. So it makes it exciting, but it also, if the best team's off that night and they lose, they're out. So like, at least to me anyways, I don't feel like the two teams that played this year were the top two teams in the league, and I don't feel like the team that won was the best team in the league. And that's because, you know, some teams are better on certain days in certain areas and all this yada yada crap, and there's so many factors. And like I said, it makes it exciting, and that's why I love the NFL. I'm not complaining. But it also means that the best team doesn't always win, and that's just a fact. That's just, you know, there's not really a way to counter that and make it exciting. And so yeah, but anyways, I feel like this year was one of those years mainly because I don't feel like the best team was even in the Super Bowl at all. So in my opinion, and in probably a lot of people's opinions, if you know about football, the Green Bay Packers were by far the best team, and like, they proved that over the regular season. They had the best regular season record, and they dominated, and Aaron Rodgers, their quarterback, even got MVP. Now, I don't even like the Green Bay Packers. By the way, guys, I don't like the Giants, the Patriots, or the Packers. My favorite team's the Chargers, and they suck this year, so I'm not going to argue that they were the best team. They weren't even close. But, so I'm not biased. Yeah. So anyways, I think the Packers are the best team, but you could also argue like the Saints were the best team, or I would even agree if you I wouldn't be surprised if people thought the 49ers or the Steelers were the best team. But the Patriots and the Giants, I feel like they weren't the best teams, and here's why. The Giants are average in almost every category except for their pass rush. Their passing game, they have an above average quarterback, but their passing game maybe is a little above average, but it's not stellar by any means. It's not like that. They don't have like Adrian Peterson or anybody like that running the ball for them. So they have a good running game. It's average, maybe a little above average running game, but it's definitely not, it doesn't stand out. It it's not remarkable in any way. Now the Patriots are a little bit different because they are remarkable on offense throwing the ball. Now they're maybe below average team running the ball, and they are absolutely horrible on defense, and they have the stats to prove that. So I'm not even gonna explain that to you guys. They were just awful. So they definitely were. I don't think a team that bad on defense, unless they have the best offense ever and a really good running game. Like, they were basically stellar in one category and bad in many others. So I don't feel like they were the best team. You know what I mean? So the Packers were stellar in passing game. They had a below average running game. They had above average receivers. No, not above average receivers. They had great receivers. And they had a great defense. So that's why I think they were the best team. Now the Saints had a great passing game. Probably an above average defense, although inconsistent, and they had an above average running game, although inconsistent. The only thing that was kind of bad for them was their run defense, and yeah, that's about it. Now the 49ers had a really good defense. So these are reasons why these teams I'm considering them like some of the best in the league. And they're the reason, and it's also the reason that I don't consider the Giants or the Patriots the best team in the league because of this. And it's not a knock on the NFL. It's not a knock on the way they do things. I love the way they do things. The NFL has been one of my favorite things to be entertained by for many years now, and I definitely do not want them to change this, but this is the negative part of it. This is, in my opinion, this year was not that great of a year because of that. Because, you know, even though like I didn't like the Packers last year, I don't like the Packers. I actually they're one of my least favorite teams, but I was not like kind of. I didn't feel any anger towards them at all, really, for winning it last year, because they were clearly the best team in the league. They had like 20 injuries on starters, or not starters, but 20 injuries on key players, and they still won. Like, there was no question that they were the best team last year. But I really just do not think either of these teams could have stood against the Packers, or the Saints, or even the 49ers at their best. And you know, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys feel about it in the comments too, because it seems like just talking to people that they don't really like. Some of them do feel this way, but it seems like some of them also don't. So I'm kind of interested in that. You know what you guys think? If you're NFL people, if you watch the NFL, if not, you know, I understand it's not everybody's thing, but also, I'm gonna make more commentaries about sports because I love sports. So yeah, I'll definitely title this video something like that. So if you aren't a sports guy, you don't have to watch it, you know. And that's understandable. But yeah, guys, that's kind of my spoof on it, you know. Like, so and I'm not insulting. By the way, I'm not insulting the Giants or the Patriots, especially not the Giants. I don't take anything away from what they did. They played well. They beat the best team in the league in the Packers in the playoffs, and they did a good job. But anyways, guys, the video is almost over now. Enjoy this kill cam from my friend Gunner Jeff. Go check out his channel, Your Big Noob, and thank you guys. Peace.